Alright, hey, what's going on? Smiley here, and welcome back to the indie game bullshit videos about Rezzed. Now we're going to talk about the Zombie Vikings.
Yes, Zombie Vikings, the best co-op game that we played. Oh my god, was it fun.
It was the best game at Rezzed, right?
Pretty much, other than like the AAA stuff.
There were 3 indie games I played at Rezzed that were like standout amazing.
And this was definitely one of them.
Yeah, I think it's on par with the other game, which I won't mention. Actually, I will mention. It was SteamWorld Heist, which is made by the same guys who did SteamWorld Dig, which is like a 2D XCOM type thing.
Yes.
We'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
But that was definitely on par with this.
Yeah,
like,
Zombie Vikings was like...
It's just ridiculous fun.
Yeah, it's like a Castle Crashers-esque kind of 4-player co-op questing, like adventure campaign kind of thing.
They got it perfect. They got like the work together.
Yeah.
But work together in a way that's fun and interesting. You can still dick about.
Yeah,
like,
the art style is kind of ridiculous.
Oh, yeah, it's great. You know,
your Zombie Viking,
like amazing car. It's 2D. It's like 2.5D, so it's 2D, but you can move in and out of a 3D plane.
Yeah.
And it's like really nicely layered 2D stuff on the 3D world.
Yeah, I think
so. It looks great.
I think like the feedback you get from hitting stuff is great.
Oh yeah.
Like, the way that you can interact with your teammates, like you can
pick them up and make a
tower.
tower.
You can pick people up, and then you can like pick a stack of people up who have already picked each other up.
There was you'll be seeing the gameplay now, but when I was setting up the camera to film, the dev had just like picked my character up and was just plodding along, putting me down for combat. Like, it was so great.
When we say pick up, we mean like stab with a sword and like hold it above.
So the great thing about the game is like the idea is you're a zombie Viking, right? So it's like the perfect combination, isn't it? You know, like fucking undead and disgusting beasts that are Vikings. So like, it's great. Like you never really die. When you die, your head falls off and you can just start puking everywhere to do damage. And then like your teammates can stab your head, pick it up and run around with it as you puke, and then put it back on your body. It was fantastic. It was really good fun. And like the towering thing was great when you were just like, oh look, if you just pick me up now. And then like we just had this tower, didn't we? We had this tower of like 4 people stacked all the way to the top of the screen. Yeah. It was great. It was a really good mechanic that was not necessary at all. Didn't add to the gameplay in any like the actual mechanics, but it's like the I compared it to the crown in the new 3D Mario 3D.
Yeah.
Because the crown in that, you get the crown if you do best on the last level, but if you get hit when you're wearing it, it'll fall off and somebody else can pick it up. And like my little brother would always, I need that crown. Like he would die, he would do anything to get the crown.
It's one of those little features that that's just great to just mess around with, like.
Yeah, it's really good in that sense.
Again, it's like another really good couch co-op kind of game, which we're
definitely
seeing. I'm really glad we're seeing a lot of coming to PC now.
Yeah, it's nice. It's gonna be a lot bigger in the next coming years.
Oh yeah,
like a lot bigger.
Definitely.
I hope you can't hear that music. My flat we're technically like there's a flat party like technically going on right now, but it's fine. We'll just talk about video games instead of socializing. I don't need to do that. So yeah, Zombie Vikings, it looks fucking amazing. It is brilliant couch co-op. It's nice to see something that's co-op rather than brawling, because I prefer working together.
Yeah.
And it's, I don't know.
It's also coming to PS4 is what it is.
It is also coming to PS4, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah. What character did you play? Were you the little guy?
I was a little midget who could vomit out his own skeleton.
You look
and
like
then catapult it
I don't know
around.
if you've ever seen this like animated kids movie Barnyard. And there's this like little dude with his hat. He's just a hairball with hands sticking out of him, and I thought that was what you were. I was like, that's brilliant.
Yeah, I can see the resemblance.
I played like the equivalent of Helga from Ratchet and Clank, which is just this massive, like beefy Russian woman as a zombie, whose special was just like she would just like pose, like grow her muscles, and then frickin' explode, which was so cool. Yeah. The game played really well as well. Like
it felt really good.
Yeah, it was what was it? It was Little Big Planet-esque, like in the level design. I think is probably the best comparison I can think of. Like you'd go on, you'd find a little quest. Somebody'd be like, "Oh, go do this, go do that." You know, kill these monsters, catch this monster, and bring back this thing. Yeah. And it was just like the level was split up into little quests like that with a big boss at the end. And it was really good.
It was just good.
Like
the perfect casual brawler.
Yeah, like we didn't have to pay too much attention. You didn't have to sit and focus on it. You didn't have to like be really immersed in the game to enjoy it. You just sort of sit there, just
sit there and
you
like
just
laugh
lean back and take it in and just appreciate it. Like it was one of the few games where we were actually just sort of laughing, like just giggling all the way through. Like that's fucking brilliant.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, it was definitely it was probably the game of the show, I think.
Yeah, at least like indie game of the show for me.
Guild Wars expansion doesn't count. Nope.
Yeah, okay.
Bloodborne wasn't better than that.
No, well, we'll talk about Bloodborne.
Bloodborne. All right. So thanks for watching. I really enjoyed Zombie Vikings. I would definitely recommend checking it out. It's coming out later this year. They said they don't really have a specific release date. Just
when it's ready.
Probably Q3, I'd imagine this year. But it'll be on Steam and everything, and it's gonna be freaking great. I'll definitely be putting videos on that video game.
It was fun.
Yeah. Peace, I guess.
Yeah.